He cut their voices, but now Brian the Boom Mic Guy is breaking his silence. Or at least actor Chris Diamontopoulos has some words to say about his controversial character on The Office. Who would have thought that a simple boom mic guy trying to make a PBS documentary would cause so much tension within the Office fandom? Okay, so Chris isn't actually a boom mic operator, but his character did cause a significant hurdle for one of TV's most beloved mockumentary couples. But really, can you blame a guy for developing hard eyes for Pam Beesly? After all, Jim Halpert can certainly relate. But after years of waiting for Pam and Jim to get together, fans wanted no part of any threats to their relationship. When the couple finally defines the relationship in Season 4, it's smooth sailing from Niagara Falls and beyond. But then enter Brian, the boom mic guy who steps out in front of the cameras to shake things up in Season 9, when Pam and Jim are constantly fighting about Jim's new job. Looper exclusively spoke to Diamantopoulos, who set the record straight about Brian and the fans who love to hate him. At the mention of his hotly contested role on The Office, Chris jokingly apologized. The actor also agreed that seeing the couple go through their first realistic hurdle since coupling was nice. On what he would say to The Office fans who threw shade at Brian for getting between Jim and Pam with such a meta storyline, Chris wants fans to realize that not everything is perfect, even in the healthiest relationships. He said, "First of all, I would say wake up and smell the reality, folks. In every relationship, you got to put the extra work in. Sometimes things go by the wayside, and yeah, that's reality."
Let's turn the cameras off. Seriously, guys. Enough.
And for anyone who tends to forget, actors are not their characters. It's super uncool to harass an actor just because you don't like their character, Chris continued. The other thing I would say to them is, hey, people watching screens, I'm an actor. I didn't try to break up Jim and Pam. I didn't do this. I was hired. The last thing I would say is you can see in Pam's eyes that she's a little more into Brian. I'm sorry, she doesn't go there, but she wanted to. So you know what, guys? Sorry, but f*** you. Of course, if you've ever met Chris, you'd know that he has a sardonic sense of humor, so don't go picketing his house, okay? Chris also wants to assure fans that Brian's doing great. He joked, "Brian's living in the Turks and Caicos. He's a fly fisherman. He's really good." Though fans can be savage about Brian, Chris loved working with John Krasinski and Jenna Fisher. He told Looper, "They are pros to the nth degree, and I'm such a fan of what John and Jenna did both on the show and how their careers have exploded, rightfully so, off the show. I showed up on that set very penitent and deferential with the notion that I am here to help if I could." Chris foresaw that there would be fan resistance when he signed on, but that's the gig. "I knew that any instance where the character pushed into the territory where the audience might perceive that there's a threat there would leave me, the actor, probably being reviled, but that's my job. As a fan of the show, it broke my heart to see their marriage in trouble, but as a professional actor, I was ready to give Jim a run for his money."